Can you talk a little bit about you spent a few seasons ago dealing with a lot of negative image about yourself, and the point where you're at right now, where you may be the most loved guy in the city at this point, people really enjoying you, just that transformation.
Yeah. Oh man, it's amazing because it's just like Game 7. Like it was this big storm, and I was like the eye of the storm. I was probably for the most part the most relaxed in Game 7, having never been to the finals. And then after a while we all got relaxed as a team, and then Kobe just took it from there and made us all better. Same thing, a couple years ago I was actually I was not in the eye of the storm. I was in the storm, and it was all negative. It was all negative, and but I stayed the same person. Some things was my fault, some things wasn't, but I stayed the same person, and move forward. Like I told y'all, just keep moving ahead, and then those days get removed from you. And being in LA and being blessed, when Kobe passed me that ball, he kind of blessed me a little bit. He gave me the ball, I made the shot, and he didn't have to do it. He could have gave it the fish. He could have made the shot himself and did one of his Kobe pull his shirt off things. But he said, I'm gonna play with the team, and he shared it. He shared it, which was like, personally, that makes me look really good in LA. And I'm probably, if I don't hit that shot, maybe people remember whoever else hit the shot. Now I'm able to do more things. I know, and I'm gonna acknowledge that without Kobe, some people want to say, hey, you hit a big shot.
But it goes beyond that, though. People seem to be really happy for you that you're in this position.
Just for the championship in general, probably?
Just everything the way your career's been at this point in this season.
Yeah, I think, I think it's probably just through all the ups and downs, just to overcome it. It's probably amazing how I overcame, and in this situation again. And then on the top, I was at the bottom, went all the way to the top, and I guess that's probably kind of interesting to people just to see how I did it, what was my thought process. And actually, you know what? I've been scarred for ever since the Bro. I was scarred. Right before the Bro, I was probably getting MVP that year. I was trying to get Defensive Player and the MVP. I probably would have got it. Only one person did it in history. I was averaging, 25, and my defense was unbelievable, and we was probably be in first place that year. And when that happened to me, I couldn't even shoot. I had a perfect game. Off the dribble left, off the dribble right, spin moves, everything. I took off the year, I got suspended, gained some weight. When I got back in shape, I didn't feel comfortable anymore. Then I got to Sacramento a little bit. Then I averaged 20 points, and my game was coming back, but it was never quite the same. In Game 6, I think I found myself again. I found myself in just playing. And then it carried over to Game 7, but I felt like I did right before I got suspended. But for some reason I just couldn't play the same. I just didn't have the same confidence I had, after the Brawl. And now at this point, my confidence going into next season is just it's gonna be out the roof. But that doesn't mean I have to shine. That doesn't mean I have to, be in the spotlight. Or that doesn't mean I have to have 30 points, 20 points, or even average 15. That's not even important, but I'll be ready to help. I'll be ready.
Ron, you spent 10 years without winning a championship. In your 11th, you joined, obviously you've mentioned Kobe, but Phil Jackson, yesterday you called him your favorite coach you've ever had.
Yeah.
How important will it be for your career to have Phil moving forward?
It will be important. He's not my favorite coach just because we won. I said that I was always a fan of Chicago, everywhere I've been. Always been a fan of the Bulls, and he was the head coach. And it's just a dream to be able to play for him. But I also played for great coaches. Coach Adelman was great for my career. Rick Carlisle also was great for my career, but I was a little bit young and dumb at that time, so I didn't understand. He was trying to, make me a great player. And briefly, I only played for Reggie one season and Eric Musselman one season. But with Coach, I know it depends on his health. You know, if he's able to move forward. He's been coaching a long time, but I hope he comes back. You know, because he just knows his whole philosophy is team. I can play well. I know I can strive under a coach whose philosophy is team and structure and the system. I do well. Once I learn that system, I do well. I know how to like kind of master the system.
How far away do you think you are from really understanding the system?
I was getting better at the end. The last week of the triangle, the last week I really had a great last week. Even though we lost some games in Boston, but I was doing some things, moving, flowing. Even with the game 3 when we won, I had 2 points, but I moved at the right time. I did everything the right way, and that's what I want to learn. You know, that's what I want to master. So this summer I'll definitely be working on that, so I can just really be even more part of the team.